Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Smash for Friday, September 30th, 2022. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
And it's the last day of September, and you're wearing your ASU hat. Why is that again?
Because I went to college there.
And they're playing USC tomorrow.
No, Saturday, right?
Well, this is our Friday show.
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
Oops. Well, you guys know I didn't do this that night.
There goes that curtain again. Okay, we're taping it Thursday night, but this is our Friday show, and tomorrow, Saturday,
that's why I went to ASU, you guys.
We're sitting in a skybox, so that's why you went? Because you're not that bright? Mm-hmm. No, you're smart as a whip.
Yep.
We have a lot coming up in this action-packed show, including some highlights, some awful highlights from Hurricane Ian pounding the Gulf Coast of Florida. We have some Heather Dubrow maybe news.
Yeah, everyone wants us to talk about, so I talked to Shannon today.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, see, this is the first I've heard of it.
And I asked her, well, she said, did you hear about the Leslie and, so she calls me and she's like, and I go, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm going up the hill. It was like a mountain, like a hill, like a straight up hill.
Spyglass?
Yeah, Spyglass.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh my God, I just saw Leslie.
Who's Leslie?
That's David Bedore's baby mama, his wife, the wife.
Oh, and everyone wants you to talk about that.
And I go, oh my God, I go, what does she drive? She goes, she drives a white G-Wagon, and the license plate says, I love you. I love you. I'm like, that's stupid.
I'm sorry that's taken because I was going to get you that for your next birthday.
I don't like personalized license plates.
I don't either.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So anyways, so she goes, did you, and I go, oh my God. I go, what's going on with that? She was like, do you know anything about it? I go, I've seen things here and there on social media, but I don't know what's going, like he filed for divorce and then she filed for divorce. But then
there was a rumor that he withdrew the petition for divorce and that she then filed for divorce. But she didn't confirm either one of those, or she doesn't know?
She's like, I don't know anything.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did she say anything about Vicky filming again? Because that's the other big rumor. Vicky was spotted filming with Tamara and Shannon. She's not allowed to talk about it.
She doesn't tell me anything. Oh. She doesn't want me.
And if she did, you can't say.
She doesn't tell me anything.
Oh, okay.
And neither does Tamara. Tamara will not say a word.
Well, there's another rumor.
Well, they can't. You guys, when you sign contracts.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm not getting my butt hurt about it.
You shouldn't.
And, I wouldn't want somebody poking and prying if I was on the show. But I do know that Vicky filmed.
Yes. Well, that's been reported widely. There's also a rumor that Heather is not filming because
I asked her. I asked Shannon.
Because she caught her husband having affairs.
But Shannon says she is filming.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
So that's nonsense, or?
Well, I don't know about,
whether he's having affairs or not?
I mean, we all know. I mean, everybody in Newport Beach knows.
Allegedly.
That guy gets around like a record.
Allegedly.
But who would, come on, let's be honest. Who would ever want to bang that guy? I mean, ew. Or who would ever want to bang her, for that matter?
Not me.
Both of them look like they would be terrible in this.
Anywho, let's not get too bogged down on that. I sold our Bronco today.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I love the truck. It was cool. It was a cool truck.
Listen, the truck, it's a 2-door wild track Bronco.
Big bad black tire sitting up high.
That truck is only meant for 4-wheeling.
Yeah.
If you're want to go up a mountain, do some like crazy spins in the mud, that's what that car is for. And that only. It's not a daily car.
Okay, it is well appointed. It had a big touch screen, great stereo system.
It's a gorgeous car.
But there were other things about it, like you had to reach between your legs to move the seat back and forth. It wasn't automatic. It wasn't like a power seat thing like that we're used to.
And then when you go on the freeway, it's like
really loud. Yeah. So I did shoot a quick video, as I said, the final goodbye to the Bronco. Well, the day has come. I just sold this bad boy. Saying goodbye to our Ford Bronco. Had to make a quick 10K. Thanks, Mossy. You know what? is a cool truck. It just wasn't right for us. I did like driving it. Bye, Bronco.
I wasn't there. My cousin Tony went with him.
I'll show it to you.
Okay.
And then I was gonna do a mailbag. A mailbag.
What's that?
Well, you just a bunch of viewer comments from yesterday's show, from
Oh.
Thursday's show.
Oh, okay.
Can I read these? Oh my God, the way Rick looks at Kelly is what we all want. I love the love between you two. Kelly, you picked a winner with Rick. You two are adorable together. Wishing you many, many years of happiness together. By the way, I just took the top 10
Granny
comments.
Jojo.
I didn't cherry pick. I love when you say in the news. It cracks me up. In the news. I really enjoy watching daily. Happy belated birthday. Mine was on the 27th. I'm 65 years wise. Listen to your mother. You don't need the housewives. She's exactly right. You and Rick have the talent and abilities to do your own thing, and I think you'll be a lot happier.
I think so.
And then Pojo said, Rick's just a good dude.
And Pojo too.
You're right, Pojo. I didn't say who else sent all these other ones. Italish girl said, Kelly, happy belated birthday. I just love the way Rick looks at you.
Oh, I know. He's so sweet.
And Jory said, you can see where Kelly gets her humor. You have a lot of best friends. Ha ha. Helen said, Kelly, your mom is lovely and she's so cute. Love you guys. I could listen to you all day. There's just so many nice messages. So many of them. Everybody
was happy to see my mom.
Yeah. Marilee McGill said, okay, I want someone to get me a handbag or wallet for my birthday. Wow, Kelly, true friends are worth gold. You are lucky to have good friends. You do not need the naysayers. Happy birthday.
Well, it was funny because people laughed, and I didn't hear Rick say,
oh, because she was opening these ridiculous presents.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here going, I didn't get her that. I didn't get her that. But I did throw her a big party. So I was like, my birthday gift was your party. And she just
Because I don't need anything. I don't need anything. I swear. Like, I don't want for anything. I don't need anything. I mean, I do. Do I want things? Yes. But do I need them? No. So and plus, your money is my money.
Right.
And
that is a good point.
And I honestly, having a party was enough of a gift. So
the other thing is, what I can give that's not our money is my efforts. No, I'm serious. My hard work.
You do a lot, yes. Yes.
Well, you deserve a lot. You deserve as much.
Yeah,
as I
I should get big, humongous. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm very happy. I'm happy.
Before we get to the news, two things. First, our favorite tequila, El Cristiano. Thank you for being our sponsor. El Cristiano, purity, passion, and promise in every bottle. These guys who make this tequila are awesome people. They give back to the community in Mexico, because all tequila comes from Mexico. And this tequila has 0 additives, no sugar, unlike 90+% of tequilas on the market. So we recommend you try El Cristiano. You can find it online at el-cristiano.com. And now,
can we talk about what happened with Jolie today?
Sure. I was going to do one of Kelly's favorite things.
Okay.
We can do Jolie first if you want.
Yeah. So today Jolie was going to get her driver's license.
Unbelievable.
Okay, we've been back and forth to the DMV.
Three times?
Three
times?
Oh, four times.
Yeah.
For stupid stuff, like for getting driver, like I don't know, like stupid things.
Well, one time she didn't have her third class. She was supposed to take 3 separate class driving lessons.
Yeah,
and
that's
get a
right.
certificate,
So
and she didn't do the third one.
She went to the DMV and didn't do the third thing.
Right.
She comes back and she starts yelling at me, and I'm like, wait, I asked you if you completed that.
Yeah.
And then
Like
the second time,
there she is.
hey, there you are.
Talking about you.
Julie, we're talking about you.
Go ahead.
Come here.
And then
what was the second time you went to the DMV? First one was because you didn't complete your class. Because your dad made the wrong appointment.
Oh no, there was another time. Well, that was his girlfriend's kid. The tires
The
on
bald
his car
tires,
were
bald.
But Jolie missed another one for some other reason.
What was it, Julie?
Because my dad didn't do the same thing he did this time.
Oh, and her dad didn't book they missed the appointment. So Jolie's like, okay, I'm really, really scared that something's really gonna screw up today. And so I want you to take me, and we need all these things. We need registration, your driver's license, all this stuff.
Yeah, all the paperwork.
All the paperwork. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna practice with you. We're going to Santa Ana, okay? Santa Ana is far from our house. It's like damn near Disneyland. I'm not kidding.
What, like 40 minutes?
Well, yeah, it took
30, 40
like
minutes?
30. Well, it's near Disneyland.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I'm
we
sweating.
get there and it's jam packed on the thing, and I'm on nerves, right? Because there's traffic and people are weaving in and out.
Jolie's driving,
and I'm like this, like this. I'm like, go stop, and I'm like this, like going like that, and I'm like, stop, and I'm like, and she's like, stop, like you're freaking me out, and. So we get there, and I'm already like,
all worked up.
I'm all worked up. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like trying to go. So we get there, and there's a long line, and so we're a little late, and we got there like at 3:10, and we're waiting in line. So we finally go, and I'm like, I'm not waiting this. I'm like, where's to go do the driving test? Thank God I asked. Like over there, like around, like inside and around. So we go inside and around, and they're like, go to window 29. So we go to there's nobody at window 29. Do you notice these government jobs?
Yeah.
They always take breaks.
Oh, yeah.
There's nobody any working there.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Every single government job.
The
it's
lines
like
are
the
usually
lines
ridiculous.
So anyway, I'm looking at her right now.
You get to window 29.
So we get to window 29, and this lady's like, so this couple behind me goes, we have an appointment, and I go, okay, so do we. And they're like, well, what time's your appointment? I said 3 o'clock. It's 3:15. She goes, well, ours is 2:20. And I'm like, sorry, you're late. You're not cutting in front of me, right? And so the lady goes, okay, come in. And so she goes and she looks at it. She goes, my name is Kelly Dodd. And she goes, well, what's your parents' name? She's like, Michael Dodd is the one that booked it for me. And then she goes, or Kelly Dodd or Julie. She's like, no, I don't see it. And she's like, well, do you have a thing? And Julie's like, I have it. I have a screenshot of my appointment, and here it is. And the lady looks at it, and she goes, nobody put submit. And Jolie just got so. Did you get mad? She started crying.
You were crying?
Yeah. She goes, I started crying.
I feel so bad for her.
She starts
it's so
crying.
frustrating, you know. Like she's been building and building and building to this day. Like this is a big deal. Get your driver's license. This kid wants to drive.
She starts crying, and I felt so bad for her.
Yeah.
And she's like over here. So she calls her dad. She starts like getting so mad. She's like, you do everything for Bryson, and that's they're the same age. That's his girlfriend's kid, and he's with them a lot. And it seems like Michael Dodd does more for those kids than he does for his own daughter, which is, she sees it. I don't say anything. I keep out of it. So anyway, so anyway, I'm like, Julie, I'm here. You don't need him. And so we make the appointment. So the lady looks at Julie and she was like, well, why didn't you make the appointment? And I looked at him like, yeah, Julie. Like, you got to step up too.
Yeah.
Like that's the part about growing up. She's got to start doing her stuff herself.
That's a good point.
That's but it was funny.
But it's still an awful moment to think that your dad made the appointment and then to find out that he didn't. Kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And now she's got to wait. But next week she has an appointment next week. Mm-hmm. Right? Next week.
On Tuesday, and I'm like, who goes and books a ticket in Santa Ana? We're going to Costa Mesa. Okay, 2 miles down the street.
All right, do your favorite thing.
Oh, my favorite.
Kelly's favorite thing.
Since I need to lose 10 pounds because I'm a fatty 2x4.
You're not. You maybe 5. I'm just saying because your goal is one.
You're supposed
I won't
to
say the number, but your goal is you're 5 pounds away from your goal weight.
No, I'm 5 pounds away. No, I'm 10. No, I want to get to 1. I'm 5'8". I'm weighing 136. I'll just tell you guys. I like to be. 130 is my normal weight. My normal weight's 130. I want to get down to 128.
I think you look fantastic.
125, really. I really want to get down to 125, but that would take.
I'm 180, and I don't know how. Because I was 195 the entire time I lived in New York. 196 the whole time, and now I'm 180.
So anyways, I'm going to get down to 128. I'm going to do it. But I have a sweet tooth. That's what I have.
Me too.
And I know not drinking I'll lose weight, but these right here,
They're
Quest.
so good.
They're the Quest. They're let me tell you a little bit about Quest.
I had one of those last night.
They're like Reese's peanut butter cups, and they have 11 grams of protein and 1 net carb.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They taste like a regular chocolate peanut butter.
And they
cup.
have 4 grams of fiber, and total sugars is less than 1 gram.
Whoa, that's way better than a regular Reese's cup.
Yep. But it's 190 calories.
Oh, it is? Well, that's still
but
good.
I did yoga today.
Is that for 1 cup or for 2?
2.
That's for both of them?
Yeah, but I only had 1.
2 cups, 190. That's awesome.
I like those Quest bars.
Me too.
For dieting.
In the news now. In the news. Hurricane Ian wreaked havoc on the west coast of Florida.
What's the pronoun on that?
Here is a little highlight reel I put together.
Are you glad you're not doing those anymore?
Yes, because when I look at this, it reminds me of the 30 or 40 or 50 hurricanes that I covered over my career. And when I tell you this is a grueling assignment, being near that or in that is absolutely exhausting. And it goes on and on and on. And you, even if you have a chance to rest, if you get 4 hours off or 6 hours off, it's really hard to sleep because the wind's howling or you're all keyed up from working all day. And you're exhausted and you're wet and you're tired. But beyond what it's like to work in it, just look at what this storm is doing to Fort Myers. This is the Fort Myers area. Just destroyed buildings, inundated the coastline with storm surge, took down trees and power lines with 2.5 million people at least in the dark at last time I checked. I mean, this is just insane. And there were a lot of veteran hurricane chasers who said they had never been in anything quite like this before.
So if you ever Google Rick Leventhal hurricanes, he wears these glasses. I think he wore a nose thing or something.
I had ski goggles, and then I had these other glasses that are like if you're doing work in there was a boat going by right there trying to get out of the storm, and I would wear those glasses because you don't want stuff to go in your eyes, and it would get in your eyes. But I'm glad that I'm not there. I respect the guys who are there. This is a time lapse of the beach in Fort Myers. It reminds me of Sandy in Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
It reminds me of the tsunami.
But see that, how the water's breaching the dunes and coming onto the main coastal highway? Yeah. I watched the same thing happen in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, in Sandy, and I think that was 2012. But this is a big chapter in my book that's coming out. Mm-hmm. is Chasing Hurricanes. My book is called Chasing Catastrophe, and it comes out on my birthday.
And you can pre-order it on Amazon.
You can pre-order it on Amazon, Amazon.com. Chasing Catastrophe. I'm very proud of it, and I do a very long chapter on hurricanes, and there's some stories in there I've never told before, like little anecdotes about things that happened during the storm. But anyway, our thoughts and prayers are with the people down in Fort Myers and the Gulf Coast. And remember I told you the storm might go across the state and reform and come up and hit again, and that's exactly what it's doing now.
You told me that.
Yeah.
But what's funny is that Rick goes, you were tell him about when you're saying when people tell you to evacuate and people and he's like, this is like little boy that cried wolf.
Yeah, well, people who live in these states that are prone to hurricanes get warned all the time. And 9 times out of 10, when they're told to evacuate and get out, the storm winds up turning the other way or being much less significant than they were told it was going to be. So they leave, they pack up all their stuff, they go to all this trouble, and they find out that they didn't have to do any of it. They could have just stayed home and been fine. And that pisses people off, and it's after you do that enough times, it's like the boy who cried wolf. This time they didn't leave. And maybe this is the time that you get hit by a Cat 5 or a Cat 4. And so the last I heard, they were worried about hundreds of deaths, and a lot of those people probably just felt like, I have left town so many times for no reason. I don't want to do it. And then...
Well, at least they get warning. Here in California, all of a sudden you might get the big one, the big earthquake.
Well, I was talking to Jolie about that this morning when I was taking her to school. You don't know. She's like, I wouldn't want to live when there are all these hurricanes. I was like, well, they have mudslides and fires and potential earthquakes here.
Yeah.
Wherever you go, there's twisters or there's something.
Arizona doesn't.
Heat.
There's no deadly catastrophes there.
No?
No, not one.
Wow. Well,
I guess they have flash floods that come out of nowhere and all of a sudden.
I have one more news item.
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco, the city of San Francisco, is being sued by homeless people who are demanding affordable housing. San Francisco's homeless are suing the city by the bay, demanding it
How do they
stop
have the
rounding
money?
them up like criminals and invest in affordable housing instead. More than 57% of the city's homeless is unsheltered. Do you know how many homeless there are in San Francisco?
I would say 1 million.
I love her so much.
Well, it seemed like a crap load. If you go to the Golden Gate Park, there's like 1 million in there.
8,000.
Shut up.
8,000, that's a lot, 8,000.
Seems like a hell of a lot more than that.
Really?
I am not gonna lie. There's Catmans. They're like
Maybe-
all over.
Maybe their count's way off. Maybe it is 1 million.
I'm kidding. I don't know. It seems like a lot. 8,000 doesn't seem like that. Seems like doable to help those people.
And listen, I support housing them. I just think it's funny that it's happening in San Francisco where homeless are suing the city when that's such a woke city. And they're getting sued by their homeless for not taking care of their homeless when they're giving people drugs for nothing. And say, here, shoot up in this hotel room.
Yeah.
And they're the ones being sued for not being compassionate enough. An advocacy group is accusing authorities of criminalizing homelessness through an array of brutal policing practices that violate the constitutional rights of unhoused San Franciscans. They're not homeless, they're unhoused.
Listen, I'm all about a hand up, not a handout. I believe if you're out of a job or you're out of work, you should help those. Give them, if you're elderly, help those. If you're disabled, you help those.
Go on.
I believe in a hand up, not a hand out.
Yeah.
Because when you hand things out, there's no incentive to want to do anything.
Right.
And people don't get that. And so if they're like crazy, which I think most of them are, a lot of them are like mentally ill.
That is the thing. Many of them are addicted to drugs or alcohol or both, and many of them are mentally ill.
Right. So why can't we just build like mentally ill like shelters for these people?
The problem,
like back in the day than they did in the 50s, like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I'll tell you one of the biggest problems.
Medicine time.
It's medicine time. I'll tell you one of the biggest problems, because I've done a lot of stories and research on this, is the people, the mentally ill, first of all, they don't, in many cases, think or know that they are. Many of them are addicted to drugs or alcohol, and the shelters won't allow you to drink or do drugs. So they would rather live on the street so they can get high than go live in a shelter where they're going to have to follow the rules. That's
Well, then they go to jail.
a big percentage of it. So
If
here,
they're doing drugs
one more
on the
quote.
streets instead of feeding them drugs in a safe house.
According to this advocacy group, the city's homeless sweeps are rooted in its history of racism in housing and policing. The city has embarked on a campaign to seize and destroy the property of unhoused people with the express purpose of removing visible signs of homelessness from San Francisco's streets. That was a quote. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. We drove through downtown LA and we saw these shanties built on sidewalks. And I'm like, you can't let that happen. You have to clear. I support clearing those shanties, clearing those tents and boxes and structures they built, because you're blocking a sidewalk and you're creating a hazard, a health hazard, and beyond. But
it's a public, that we pay for that public street. It should be for public use, not for your house.
Tax dollars go there. But I just also want to add that the city, when it does that, should provide a place for these people to go. Maybe it's just like a gymnasium where they put cots in there, but somewhere they say, you can't sleep on the sidewalk, but you can sleep here. Give them an option.
Don't they have those already?
But that's what these people are saying, that they don't have enough options, they don't have enough housing.
So if you're going down Palm Springs on the is it the I-10?
I-10, yeah.
Yeah, on the I-10, they have these little one-bedroom houses.
Yeah.
And they look like one room.
Like a tiny room.
Like a tiny
you know how
room.
they have those tiny houses? It's an even tinier house.
It's a tiny little house.
It looks like it's about 8 by 8.
Yeah.
Almost like a prison cell size.
Yeah.
But it has a little roof on it. It has an air conditioner and a door and a window.
And then it has
a bathroom trailer.
A bathroom trailer.
And then there's some tents with chairs and you can sit down and eat outside.
It looks pretty neat.
I mean,
It's it's better than being on a tent on the street.
it's better than sleeping under a highway overpass.
Yeah.
So more of that, maybe. In any event, that's our daily smash for this Friday.
Trying to solve world problems.
The last day of September.
Yeah.
I can't believe October's here already.
Yeah.
Time is flying, baby.
October.
Sober October.
Sober October. And dude, I wanted to drink so bad after today. Oh my God. And then I thought, I want a drink so bad. Am I alcoholic? It went away, passed.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say if you were an alcoholic, you would have already had a drink.
You think?
Oh, yeah. You haven't had a drink for what, 3 days now?
4.
4 days?
Yeah.
I don't think you're an alcoholic.
But today, when I got that anxiety attack all day, I wanted one.
You're not an alcoholic, you just like alcohol.
No, I was like, I need a glass of wine to calm me down.
Were your hands like this?
No, but it was like, and then it went away. As soon as I...
Yeah. You should see her on a plane.
Oh, I hate planes. I don't like being claustrophobic. I got issues.
I think this might be our longest smash of all time.
Yeah, we're just rambling.
We're rambling. If you're still with us, congratulations. You have won a prize.
Yes.
Have yourselves a great weekend.
All right, take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.